everyone, it's your girl Felicia. Hi Felicia. Let's talk about potato salad. You know, I miss that old school potato salad, and now these days people add all kind of stuff to it. And I know that I enjoyed it when I was a little girl, and it was traditional to have that simple, easy potato salad. No, it didn't have any onions in it. No, it didn't have any celery in it. And let's talk about this. It definitely didn't have any raisins in it. And I'm going to make this simple, easy, delicious recipe. Let's bring back that old school potato salad that I know that you and your family would truly enjoy. With no delays, let's get to it. Let's take a look at the ingredients that I will be using for this old school potato salad. And as you can see, I have me some eggs here. I will be using 6 eggs that I would have to boil. And I will be using in my potato salad ingredients is some yellow mustard, sweet relish. Some people like the cubes, but I love the sweet relish. The mayo, salt, paprika, and it's going to be used as a garnishing afterwards, and a little sugar for a little bit more added sweetness taste to it. And when it comes to the potatoes, and I will make a note on this, make sure you use the right kind of potatoes when you're making your potato salads. And the ones that I use mostly all the time is the red potatoes. And since I did have my golden potatoes, you can use Yukon Gold. They also make the best potato salad because guess what? They will not get mushy when you're cooking them. So make sure you get the right kind of potatoes. And I always stress that. I had a friend that made some potato salad, say it came out so mushy, and she didn't understand. And I asked her what kind of potatoes she used, and she used the wrong kind. And I do have 3 pounds of potatoes that I'll be using. This is for the new cooks out there when it comes to doing potatoes. The first thing you want to do is make sure you wash and dry your potatoes. And I do have a little water here because I want to make sure that my potatoes do not turn brown as I'm cutting up my potatoes, depending on how many I have to dice up and get ready for this potato salad. So sometimes you can use a peeler, but I have one, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this knife to peel off the skin of the potato. And you don't want to go too deep into the potato, just this thin. And I'm going to peel it off, the skin. And sometimes some people like to boil their potatoes and eggs together. I don't recommend it unless you wash the eggs, because we know when we go into the grocery store and you look at those boiled eggs and they have some residue on it, and we know what kind of residue that is. And when you're putting those eggs with those potatoes and boiling them together, you got some stuff in your potato salad. And that's why, you know, you don't eat everybody's food. But also, you know, the brown spots, I just take them out with a knife, cut them out, which was easy. So now when it comes to cutting them, this for new beginners, you can cut down half or not half, slice it off. And what I would do, sometimes I just cut down in the middle again. And when it comes to something bigger like this, I just cut down. And what I would do, I would sort of like cut like making wedge. Cut like that. You don't want your potatoes to be too small. And you don't want to be too big when you're dicing them up. I'm going to put this over. Now I got that done. I'm going to get ready to finish cutting up the rest of the potatoes and get ready to boil them, and also my eggs. I am done cutting up my potatoes, and this is how they look. And I drained the water off of them. And so look how the pieces are. Hope you can get some idea of how to cut them. And before I turn my water on for my potatoes to boil, let's talk about these eggs. check your dates on your eggs, people. Check your dates. And these eggs are good. And if they were floating to the top, that means you got a bad egg. And if you don't check your dates and you don't know how long you had your eggs, put them in some water. And if they float, get rid of it. And I'm going to turn these on. And I'm going to let Alexa set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
So I'm going to let my eggs boil for 15 minutes. And I got on medium high. And you don't have to use 6 eggs. You can use 4, but I'm using 6. And I'm going to put my water first in my pot. And I'm going to add in some salt. Add a little salt, just sprinkle some in there. And that's for the potatoes. And I'm going to turn my heat on high. Turn this water off. That should be enough. If not, you can always add in more. I'm going to put my potatoes in. And you just want to make sure that you know your water is over your potatoes. Make sure they're covered. And so to let them know when they're done, you're going to make sure they're tender, and you're going to use a fork. And we will get back to that stage as soon as it is happening. So you want to just check on your potatoes about after they've been cooking on the stove for maybe about almost 15 minutes, or maybe before then. Depends on the size that you cut them up. These potatoes has been boiling about 17 minutes, and let's check it for tenderness, fork tender. These are ready. So I want to turn these off. Turn the stove off. And I'm going to get ready to pour off this hot water, because you want to make sure you pour this water out, because if not, it's going to continue to cook the potatoes, and that's how they sometimes get mushy. So, and then a lot of time when I'm using like another potato, you're using russet potatoes, make sure you cool that potatoes off, put it in a water bath, well, ice bath, or run cold water over, and make sure so the process of the potato can stop cooking. So I'm going to get ready to drain this water off, and my eggs are ready too. And we're going to get ready to put these potatoes to this salad together. I put my potatoes in the strainer, and I poured the water off in the sink. And I already rinsed them, and I'm going to show you how I did mine. So you don't want the potatoes to continue to cook. So that's all I did. I took cold water, run it across it. And we're going to let this sit and drain a lot of that water off. And see the potatoes. See how tender they are? And that's what you're looking for. But you don't want the potato to cook too long or sit in that hot water, because as you begin to make potato salad, they will start to get mushy. And so I'm going to let this water drain off. And then we're going to come together and put all this goodness together for this old school potato salad. All right. We're ready to put this together. I'm going to take my potatoes that I got right here, and I'm going to want to make sure I'm getting in that water now. I'm going to dip about with a spoon for my potatoes. So I'm about almost finished with scooping these potatoes out of the strainer. A little bit more left to do. And I love the old school potato salad. It's simple. It's not a whole lot. Because I really don't like celery and onion in my potato salad. I have eaten something like that. But this is my preference. This is what I like. So next we're going to add in the mayo. So that's what I do. You can do it in order. But I'm going to add some in, and I'm not going to measure it. Because it depends on how much potatoes you have. So I'm just using like 3 little scoops. Well, not little scoops. But this should be equal to right now about 1 cup of mayo. Then next what I would do, I would add in some of my mustard. I'll make sure I shake it up a little bit. And that'd probably be about, maybe about 1.5 teaspoon. I'm adding a little sugar in there. Just sprinkle some all over. Not a whole lot. Then next I'm gonna add my relish in. I like a lot of relish, so it's up to you how much you want to add when it comes to potato salad. And I'm gonna mix this around. Now I'm gonna add in my eggs. And that's 6. You don't have to add in 6. You can do 4. But I like a lot of eggs. And also you want to taste it. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more mustard in there. Just a little bit more. Because I don't want to have it yellow. If you like it real yellow, then make it real yellow. That's up to you. Like I said, I had all different kinds, and I just can't say I never had a bad potato salad, but unless it was just like too mushy, because you still want your potatoes to hold up. See how this is? You still got those 4 potatoes, like the way you cut them. So I'm gonna give this a little taste. See, I need to add anything else to it. I'm gonna add just a little bit more sugar. Slightly go over it. And some people say, well, then you put in the pepper in it. I don't like pepper in my potato salad, but it's up to you. And this potato salad is ready. Let you take a good look at it. So I'm gonna put it in my bowl over here. And you want it to set in the fridge and let it set up. Because for me, I love some good, delicious, cold potato salad. Let me pour this all in here. That's enough. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that paprika, not the smoke kind. If you want to use smoke, that's up to you. And this is going to be for garnishing. My mom used to put it on hers, and I was like, what is that? So I'm going to lightly sprinkle it, because tapping this bottle, because if not, it'll come out very quickly in clumps. And they're just for the decoration. And a little flavor to it. And that's it. Here you have it. Some good old school potato salad. Let's take another look at this delicious old school potato salad. Delicious. It's simple, it's easy, and it doesn't require a whole lot to make. So you can save on some money, especially the way these prices is these days. And if you'd like to have this delicious, simple, and easy recipe, just look down below in the description box. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and anytime that I might stream live or upload a video, just hit that notification bell. And as always, have a blessed and wonderful day. This your girl, Felicia. Bye. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.